Everything you need to know about products and services that can improve your life. This is Experts on Call on CL 650.
Welcome back to the program. Sean Lang is president of Interprovincial Roof Consultants, our guest on this episode of Experts on Call, talking about protecting your investment. That would be your home, and it's all, of course, covered by a roof. Now, Sean, we talked very briefly, I mentioned at least, the RCABC, the Roofing Contractors Association of British Columbia. You're a member of their technical committee, which means in your spare time, and there's so much of that, you actually get to test new products that people are trying to introduce into the marketplace in the roofing business in British Columbia.
Well, I don't actually do the testing. The testing is done and then it's presented to us as
the
a
results.
Council. It's basically a large committee that I sit on and have for many years, where we review procedures, we review materials to be welcomed into the program, and they have to meet certain standards before they're allowed in as participants in the program, so that we know that the quality of that material is good, or that the roofing practice, which is going to get written into the roofing practices manual, is a legitimate way to install a roof system.
Right.
So the RCABC, one of the great things about them is that we have this roofing practices manual. And outside of the BC Building Code, which talks very little about how to install a roof system, it just establishes some very bare minimums. The RPM actually talks about how to install and what proper heights and what proper materials are supposed to be used to install a good roof system.
So the RCA, the Roofing Contractors Association, is all about basically standards province-wide.
Yeah.
So now if someone comes to do a roofing job or to make a pitch on doing a roofing job, it's fair ball for the consumers, the would-be customers, just to ask if they belong to the Roofing Council of British Columbia.
Yeah, because the Roofing Contractors Association has a membership, and the membership is comprised of every major roofing contractor in the Lower Mainland is a member.
Okay.
And they have to meet standards in order to become and in order to maintain their membership. So they have to perform ethically and respond to issues ethically and maintain a high level, basically. And that goes right down to their books, the bookkeeping, which gets analyzed when they're applying to become a member. So they can't be shady, right? So this separates them from the others out there, and not that every other contractor who isn't a member is shady, but there are shady contractors.
Right.
There's a lot of good contractors that are not RCABC members.
Well, you know, I'm sitting here looking at the two documents. It's fun when Sean brings visual aids. This one is 40 pages long. This one is 2 pages long. Actually, 3 pages long. But page 3 is exclusions.
Yeah.
So it's only 2. Yeah. So is it safe to assume, from a real layman's perspective, that the 40-pager and the producer of the 40-pager is likely, far more likely to be, shall we say, more skilled and likely to pull the job off as promised than the person who did the 2-pager?
Well, I wouldn't say that person isn't skilled, because they may be. And in some cases, this is just the way that they do their private quoting.
Okay.
It's just that our specifications cover more detail.
Of course.
And they basically corral all the possibilities that can occur on a roofing project while it's being undertaken into a document.
So there are no surprises.
Well, very little. I mean, there's always a possibility.
Right.
There's that 1% of things that could happen.
Well, it is this corner of British Columbia, so weather is always at play.
You know, there's always things you don't know about that are hidden behind a wall or underneath a roof that you discover. And we try to write in some unit pricing for things like replacement plywood or structural wood when you do discover something, so that at least the price per plywood sheet is documented.
And so all of the contingencies are for the most part considered, and then there's a little extra 10% just in case.
Yeah.
The 2-pager doesn't have any of that.
No, it doesn't. No. It basically, it's a little more than just I'll tear your roof off and put a new one on, but it's not much more.
Okay. So again, as a customer, whether you're a homeowner looking to do a new roof or some patching, or whether you're a property manager or on a strata council of a major complex, when you're looking at roofing, you need to involve professionals.
You should. You don't need to.
No,
Anybody's free to do whatever they want.
Okay, but we're all so deep in our knowledge of all things roofing. Come on.
It would be
we
prudent
need a professional.
It would be prudent to do it, yeah.
Okay, the professional, being ever so, says it would be prudent to solicit our services, which he will be happy to tell you about. Give him a call, 604-576-5740. 604-576-5740. They're on the main drag in downtown Cloverdale, should you decide to go for a spin. And they're online at iprc.ca. Sean Lang, always a pleasure.
It was fun.
It always is. That's our show for today. See you next time.